Pathways of Influence, Timeless Processes to Build Wealth is that book that will literally transform your lives. One, you will begin to understand what are practical steps, tools, and systems that you can use to position yourself to become an influencer that makes an impact and stand out in every ecosystem. Second, you will also learn how to apply a blueprint, how to apply a roadmap that is going to position you to build wealth. Some of the essential takeaway that you will get from this book from the get-go is the fruits of visionary leaders. Yes, you need to understand the fruits of visionary leaders. One, how important is vision in the context of positioning you to become that visionary leader? How important is wisdom in the context of positioning you to become that visionary leader? How important is resources in the context of positioning you to become that visionary leader? How important is processes in the context of positioning you to become that visionary leader? And how important is leadership ability in the context of positioning you to become that visionary leader? Last but not least, what is the importance of systems in the context of positioning you to become a visionary leader? So whether you're attempting to become a visionary leader in business, a visionary leader in your ministry, or a visionary leader in your life, understanding the fruits of visionary leaders is important. This is important in two contexts. One, you need to understand where you need to labor in order to learn, apply, and master the fruits. So when you labor long enough in vision, labor long enough in wisdom, labor long enough in resources, labor long enough in processes, labor long enough in leadership abilities, labor long enough in systems, you now become the embodiment of these fruits. And because you are now the embodiment of these fruits, you can easily go into your overflow. And it's only in your overflow you can touch and you can transform the lives of those people around you, in the organization, in your ministry, or in your community. So it helps you to understand these fruits and what you need to inculcate. But the second importance of understanding the fruits of visionary leaders is that when you subject yourself under any form of leadership, if the people that you're subjecting yourself under, the institution that you're subjecting yourself under, is not able to amplify the fruits of vision, the fruits of wisdom, the fruits of resources, the fruits of processes, the fruits of leadership ability, and the fruits of systems, that should tell you that something is wrong. And perhaps you're subjecting yourself under leadership and institution that is not designed to represent your best interests. So this book really helps you to understand the step by step and how to position yourself to come to that point where you have the spirit of discernment to know which fruits is for you and which may not be for you. The second important takeaway that you will get from this book is to how to truly identify a roadmap that is going to bring you into wealth, a roadmap that's going to bring you into your financial breakthrough. Because here is where you will begin to understand what is the wealth IQ and what is wealth EQ. And these are two important concepts that you need to understand. It is the understanding of wealth IQ that is going to help you to understand money and how money works. You see, most people understand how to work for money, but do you understand how to put money to work for you? Because it is in the knowledge of understanding how to put money to work for you is what's going to position you to experience wealth abundantly. So you are now blessed like Abraham, so you can be a blessing to others, just like Abraham was a blessing, and he was blessed, and he was a blessing to others. Now, there are many other takeaways that you will get from this book. You will learn about the 6 irrefutable laws of visionary leadership. So, first of all, you would learn the fruits of visionary leadership, which is the embodiment of Law 1. But we will push beyond this and bring you to that point where you can now understand how to take the fruits of visionary leadership and apply this. First of all, is to develop your impact strategy. So, Law 2 tells you how to create an impact strategy. Now, as you create this impact strategy, you're creating a system, a strategy to create impact at 4 different points. You need to understand each of these points. You will get a blueprint, a roadmap, a strategy to achieve this. So now that you have developed your impact strategy, we will move you over to Law 3, which speaks about applied wisdom. Now, applied wisdom is different than simply applying a concept or applying a skill. Applied wisdom really helps you to apply a body of knowledge that enables you to achieve the high reward, the measurable results, the predictable outcome with the highest degree of accuracy, because you are now elevating how you apply knowledge to wisdom. You're going to have all of this body of knowledge to leverage to your advantage. So whether you're in business, whether you are in your ministry, and whether you're the average person who wants to position yourself to become a person of influence that can create impact and stand out, Law 3 will really help you to understand how to apply the fruits of visionary leader to achieve this. The icing on the cake is that when you apply the concept the way it is designed for you to apply, it will bring you to Law 4. And Law 4, we talk about influence acquisition. Now, here is where, because you apply the program, the tools, the way they ought to be applied, you now arrive at that stage where you have influence acquisition. Now, when you get influence, what do you do with this? Is this arriving at your destination? No, we take you straight over to Law 5. And here is where we go deep into the deepening of relationship. And why is this so important? Because you rise and you fall on relationship. So it's important for you to elevate your relationship IQ. And we're going to go deep into this body of knowledge. So you have this body of knowledge that you can apply to affect people's lives in a positive way, to impact and transform people's lives. Last but not least, we're going to bring you deeper into an understanding of what is the wealth IQ and what is wealth EQ. You need to understand the financial world. All right. What is debt and equity? What is credit and creative finance? And what is hard money lending? You need to understand that you work to earn, you earn to save, you save to invest, and you invest to build wealth. Most of you have no idea how to invest, what to invest in order to create wealth IQ. Now, as you position yourself to build wealth, and you come closer and closer to that, it's important for you to recognize the right reasons why you're being positioned to get wealth. And that is, you're being blessed. You're being positioned to be blessed so you can be a blessing in other people's lives. So Pathways of Influence, Timeless Processes to Build Wealth, it's a unique book. You will learn how to build wealth. But above all of this, because wealth is only a secondary result, you will learn how to lay that foundation. And once you lay the foundation right, wealth will never be absent from your life. Keep following, comment, like, subscribe, and see you in the next broadcast.